This is Andrew Chiccitt for Gettin Later with Zack Tanner. Zack Tanner is doing something else more important, I'm sure, but it's really not. He's a dick anyway. We're here with comedian Ralphie May in Slippery Rock University, the butthole of the universe. Not you, the town. But
No, it's not.
so how have you been enjoying your tour so far?
It's awesome. We've sold everything out, and then we did a benefit in Detroit for autism, and had a day off. And then here we are in beautiful Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania.
As far as the town's concerned, I mean, have you enjoyed like just looking around, seeing everything?
Seen a fucking thing, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was taking a nap on the back of my bus when we pulled in. I have no idea. I'm trying to sleep off a headache.
No, I understand.
I got sinuses that are killing me, man.
I actually have the same problem. I slept like 6 hours before this whole thing. As far as the tour bus is concerned, how deep is your crew? Like, how many dudes you roll with? Or not dudes, but
Dudes, okay. I have a 19-month-old dude, and I have a 3-year-old dudette. I have a nanny and a tour manager, my wife, and myself, and my bus driver. That's how deep I roll. But the bus is Kid Rock's old bus, so yeah. So we had to have it decontaminated. And if you want to come and lick any surface and play disease roulette, then more than welcome. Come on, Daddy, let's do this.
they probably had to scrape Pamela Anderson, whoever, off with a knife, I'm sure.
Hepatitis, herp, gone, chlamydia. I don't know what else is on there. Plus, there's probably good drugs on there. You know, I know there's some okay drugs on there, but I'm not sure if there's any really good drugs.
I read online that you got 2 dogs named Pimp and Hoochie Mama. How'd
on there.
how'd you come up with that?
Well, when we got Pimp, it was before I made it, and I was a struggling comic living in Los Angeles, and I lived at Sunset and Gardner, and that's the last intersection you can make a turn on Sunset after 10 o'clock, and because that's where the hookers stroll. Okay, and so we just thought it'd be funny to have a dog named Pimp and be out there yelling for Pimp, Pimp, and watch the black guys turn their heads and the white girls, co-running and stuff like that. And our dog is hilarious. On his collar it says, "That bitch better have my money." Hey, Pimpy. And he knows when you sing it to him, he dances a little bit. He's like, all right, and Hoochie Mama, she's an English bulldog, and what pimp don't need a Hoochie Mama, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's how we got on their names.
Just to go into the past real quick, what made you want to do this all? Like, when was the moment in your life where you're like, shit, I'm hilarious, I want to make money doing this?
I was 9 when I knew what I wanted to do. My grandmother would let me stay up late. We spent the summers with her because she had air conditioning, and it's the truth. And my grandmother thought it was very important that I watch the news and become informed. And so I would watch the news, and then at the evening she would let me watch Johnny Carson's monologue. And Johnny Carson, for those of y'all who don't know, was before Leno, when The Tonight Show was funny, really funny. And I would do, because he did a lot of jokes off of the news, I knew what was going on, and so I would make a joke. He would start the premise, and then I would shout out a joke. And a lot of times we had the same joke.
Oh, okay.
And my grandmother said, "You're funny, you should be a stand-up comedian." And she probably wouldn't have followed through with that if she'd have known a couple years later I gave up about 40 scholarships to go to different schools. I got accepted a lot of places, and Ivy League, and instead I just did comedy, which is probably not the best move. Good news for me, but bad news for my education.
All right, that's awesome. Hey, thank you very much.
Hey, no problem, brother. Appreciate it, man.
All right, goodbye, everyone.